Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Turtlecast. Yes, it's already weekend. It's already Friday afternoon. And if it does look like I'm sweating, that's because I am. This is another heat wave here in the United Kingdom. It's very hot. I'm struggling today to do anything on my PC. It's in my room, whatever I do, there's still like 5 degrees more than outside when I'm using my PC. Nothing can be done. The window do not open anymore. And there is no AC in United Kingdom. We didn't we didn't install this type of invention in houses yet. We only have it in cars. I don't know if I'll be able to stream tomorrow as this heatwave is supposed to continue over the weekend, so most likely I will not be streaming tomorrow. It's just too hot, but Turtlecast we are doing. We are doing Turtlecast. Now, welcome in the chat, Michael Yost, Spiteful Angel, Mike Gonzalez, The Arena Uncensored, Aluful, RHPS, Basic Hermit, Chessus for You, Cricket Bell, Anyway, Chris Zimmerman, Vistrik, Andreas, Sonroot, Maccabees, Cuties, Crest the Mancer, Rascal, and Vistrik. Vistrik twice. Okay, I already said Vistrik. Death Metal, welcome and thank you a lot for a Prime sub. Thank you for joining Turtles Army. Appreciate that. And welcome, Angry Fish. Welcome. And for Death Metal, may the shall be with you. Thank you very much for a sub. And the turtles like warm climate. Yes, but when they are in water, I'm a sea turtle. So not really on the land. I can survive on the land only a little bit. I need to go to water. Yo, Aldi in Texas was selling portable ACs? I never saw anything like that in here. We do have Aldi. I have Aldi and Lidl nearby. So we do have Aldis here. I never saw portable ACs. How is that even working? Like you put it in the window? My window doesn't even fully open, so I don't know how I'll be do it. Probably some kind of the safety thing that you cannot fully open the windows. Safety first. That's what UK is built upon. Safety first. Doesn't matter how inconvenient. Good afternoon, everyone joining us right now. Let me check if there was any new article from BethesdaUnfollow.com. I didn't check yet today. And is there anything? No. The last one is about Atomic Shop. Last one about Atomic Shop and really cool new paint for power armor, but jetpack as always doesn't work on the Vulcan power armor. The power armor from the raid somehow is not compatible with all those fancy new jetpacks that we are getting. The Union works, as I was able to paint my Union, but not my Vulcan. Vulcan can be painted, not jetpack though. Hello, James. Oh, you took a year break from Fallout 76. Yeah, it's a good time to return. There's lots of changes, and next patch there's finalization of changes. So next patch, late August or early September, the changes will be finalized. And only small changes from that point onward. And December supposed to be the biggest update ever for Fallout 76. And they hinted one more thing. I don't know if you were tracking social media like Twitter and so on, but they hinted one more thing. The Fallout story, Fallout 76 story, and Season 2 of Fallout show there will be some connections. So story will connect in some form. They didn't say what exactly will be the same, but somehow, most likely I think the DLC that we are getting in December will be somehow connected with Season 2 of Fallout show. It will not be like very solid connection because if you are familiar with dates, Fallout 76 is like the earliest that we have followed, and Fallout TV show is the latest in all Fallout universe. There is no further ahead in time. Any Fallout, other Fallout, like Fallout 4 was quite far pushed in time. Fallout TV show is further. And Fallout 76 is like the closest to the war one. Just, what is it, 25 years after war that we emerged from the vault? That's the earliest. Oh, about portable AC, Rascal is saying, I think I saw one in action. It's got that heat exhaust pipe which gets so hot it nullifies the cooling. Okay, so not very good. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Rascal. So the only thing I can do, I can just sit in my car, but that's not very feasible either, as I will just waste lots of fuel. Oh, the water cooler, like the fan that blows through ice, that could work, but how much ice would I need to buy to achieve any meaningful cooling in my room? Probably like $5 of ice and provide cooling for an hour or two. Yeah, the reason they didn't put more in community calendar is so they don't want to reveal early what's coming in December. I don't know when they plan to reveal anymore. Like they are dropping us such a small bits of information. We know it's the biggest update in history of Fallout 76, and we know it will have connections to second season of Fallout TV show. That's all we know so far. So definitely there is story. There's connection to Fallout TV show. So definitely story is included. From the data mining leaks from public test server, we know there is a new boss coming, most likely second raid that will contain this new boss. This new boss supposed to be set up in undergrounds of Westtech, but that's data mine, so it's not confirmed. Just letting you know. And now, let's answer your questions from Discord. There's probably a bunch of those, so let me check that out. Discord. Ask the Turtle section on Discord. Let's head there now. Here we are. First one. Hello, Mr. Turtle. I have noticed recently that your mic causes some kind of issue. I don't know anything about it. I can't listen to your words anymore as it causes irritation frequency on my ear. Only some words. It is only your mic, and as for all other people I watch, it is only you. Try other headset, did not work. Okay, can you hear any problem with my mic in the chat? Let me know if there is, and I will try to troubleshoot it. No one ever said anything about my mic yet. I had complaints about my accent being difficult, but that I don't think that's related to mic at all. So that's the only thing that people usually complain, that my accent is difficult. And it is different accent. It's Eastern European, it's Polish accent. I understand that. And I even tried to work on my accent at some point. It didn't pan out very well. Maybe I would need to hire someone to help me out. But about the mic, can you hear any problem? Is there any issue? Any irritating sound in there? Chat is saying no problems. No one can hear any. Okay, so I don't know, because I do watch my videos before I publish them, and I do edit them, but I know in the same time I will not be able to catch up some of the noises because that's my own voice. You always hear your own voice differently than others. Therefore, I didn't hear it, and seems like chat didn't hear anything either. So I don't know, Angry Panda. I don't know what can be the issue. I would like to help, but I don't know. Next. Hey guys, I may have heard that power attack heavy hitters doesn't work on auto axe anymore. Anyone know about this? It was working all the time. I didn't try recently, but important info, don't look at damage numbers. They most likely will not reflect increased damage. I will test that. I can test that if there is possible issue with that. That will unfortunately make none of the second star effects for auto axe good, as that's the only one that's good. The faster swing speed doesn't do anything. Hopefully not true, but I will test that. Is it possible to crit every shot? No, it is not possible to crit every shot. It was in the past, but that was patched out. Every other shot is the best possible. With Psychopath new changes and synergy with Ricochet, it might be possible. I mean, kind of possible with slow firing weapon. What is said here about Psychopath, that's about public test server changes. At this moment, not even confirmed that's intentional or not, but Ricochet can be recharging your critical. Therefore, in theory, if you have slow firing weapon and you are under heavy fire, so Ricochet can keep recharging your critical and therefore you crit every shot, but I don't know if that's intentional. So it's, in theory, that will be possible in the future, but not guaranteed. You saw it live, crit every shot? That's not possible. Maybe, okay, I think I know what you saw. At this moment, criticals are getting stuck, but it's not a good thing. They just don't count at all as criticals. Like the crit bar is getting stuck full, and you think that you are using it, but it's just not being depleted. It's not like it's always full. And fast-firing weapons, it's hard to observe, but the bug currently it's negative. It's not doing criticals when it's supposed. And then you're saying, hello, I think it can be first symptom of an ear. Oh, that's answer to Angry Panda. I'm not ear specialist. I will not comment on that. I have no idea. I know about nothing in regards to hearing. Does stabilized perk work with Shredder melee build? Unfortunately, no. It doesn't. Lord, who's Lord Turtle? I'm the angry turtle, and I don't have title of Lord. I have a dumb question, dumb build. Oh, what's the dumb build? That works insanely good that I want you to try. How can I get a hold of you privately? I think you already messaged me. I think so. If it's about Iron Fist, so that I already have this build. Next, how exactly 4-star Ruiners works? Would it benefit from explosions? 1-star 2-shot or any multi-projectile could hit 500 increase further? I didn't test it as deeply at this moment, I will be honest. I usually do more in-depth testing with the stuff closer to the release. As we are early in the public test server, all those effects and so on are subject to multiple changes. Therefore, I don't go in depth with testing of new stuff. That's very early in development. Next, curious. Has anyone heard or seen anything about the Shredder build getting any type of nerf next season? Yes, we did heard about it. We tested the Shredder. Basically, what Bethesda is doing, they are reducing the attack rate for all automatic melee, and that affects Shredder too. The maximum attack rate going down from 25 per second to 14 per second. So that's significant cut. About damage itself, it's a little bit changed. The damage numbers are showing way lower, but actual damage it's similar. And there are new perks to increase bash damage, so you can still push it very high. Like Shredder will be stronger than Auto Axe, as Auto Axe is being affected by the same attack rate nerf. So Shredder most likely will be stronger than Auto Axe. Next, hello. There's a different way to achieve max 20 stacks of Bulletstorm Arbo Spender than installing Legendary Quadmon on the first star. It's possible with Gatling Plasma by installing Large Core Receptacle mod. I think Bubblehead Repair still will be needed too. You should try it on public test server. Oh, I know that. I know about increasing ammo through the large mod and so on, as well as bashing to reload. That can help you out with hitting the stacks. The problem is, in order to benefit from full stacks, you need to achieve the 20 stacks and keep firing. Therefore, high ammo capacity and quad legendary almost always needed. With Gatling Plasma, I think Furious will outperform the value of lost stacks. So even if you don't run exactly at 20 stacks, Furious will be worth it more. Like you can save the perk and run it at 10 stacks for still quite a solid boost. Like 10 stacks is 90% damage boost, so it's not a low bonus. Next, just a quick PSA. Taking Radex and then Radex diluted fixes marsupial jam hate not getting boosted. Oh yeah, switching off and on mutations. Yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you. I'm using this combo on my ghoul to satisfy the feral meter as well, so that's natural fix. Because Radex diluted switches mutations back on, like Radex disables mutation, Radex diluted re-enable mutations. So you can switch them off and on. As they say, with technology, if there is a problem, that you try to switching it off and on again. Seems like working with mutations too. And lastly, does polish now work when durability is full to 100%? Yes, that was fixed. We discussed that on one of older Turtlecast. Basically, what was causing the problem, there was perk science, I think science or science expert was allowing to get weapon over repaired to 225%, and that was causing problem. It was displaying the same as 200%, but actual over repair was hitting 225, and that was causing the problem. All the science where perks have been reworked, therefore this problem fixed itself by science perks being reworked, and now you can repair to 200% and run just fine with polish. So yes, that's no longer a problem, which is a good news. And now we are back with the chat. Let me see if I missed anything. And some of you find my accent cool. Thank you. So not everyone finds it annoying. That is good. That is good for me. That is good for me. Yes, server lag could show criticals as being continuous too. In the past, it was possible to actually have continuous criticals, but not for everyone. But for a lot of people, it was working with snowballs on cryolators. But snowballs have been patched, so that's no longer a thing either. But cryolator was able to achieve continuous criticals with snowballs. All the bullet perks seem too difficult to hit. They're not too difficult, but they do take a lot of space under strength that is already overloaded with lots of good perks. Not easy to equip it all on most builds. It's not too difficult, it just for quite a small group of weapons. Like you are looking at the weapons from 500 to 1000 bullet capacity to really benefit from the bullet storm. I like Fallout TV show. I would not say it's perfect, but it's definitely really good for me. I like it. They maintain lots of things that make Fallout Fallout. There is dark humor, there is a goofy stuff, there is a hefty amount of violence, like Fallout style, post-apocalyptic violence, there are ghouls and so on. Does it mess a little bit with a lore? Yeah, it is, but what doesn't nowadays? Is there any game that is perfectly aligned with its original lore that started like 20 years ago and still going? I don't think so. What the best rolls are currently on Railway Rifle? So Railway Rifle was nerfed quite severely. The best rolls are still quad, crit damage or faster fire rate, and then less AP cost. It's possible now to use Railway without VATS, so faster reload speed is an option too if you want to use it without VATS. What's my opinion on the new Settler Secret Service armor? At this moment, to be absolutely honest, it's garbage. Oh, you Polish American, Kim Adams. Nice. I am Polish in United Kingdom. And DTD is British, I think. So if you have problem understanding him, that must be accent in here on Ireland. I can understand everyone from UK perfectly fine. I think the hardest accent from UK accents for me, it was Scottish. That took me a while to understand and quite intense focus, but now I can understand Scottish people perfectly fine. Let me know if you have any more questions. As at this moment, the news part, there was nothing. I was expecting some announcement about patches and so on from Bethesda, but maybe they have mini holiday or something. Not doing anything for this weekend. I don't know. There is no new announcements. No new updates for public test servers, so maybe we're still testing this particular one. Like, there is a lot to test. I still have a lot to test. I was just hoping to see, like, in which direction we are going, if any feedback is being used, any changes introduced to whatever we are testing, if there will be more info, but for now, no. No new announcement for Fallout 76 or for Fallout 76 public test server. There is no news in this regards. Yeah, Lickety Splits, the named legendary weapon, railway rifle from the raid, is quite good, the unique one. It can be used, yes. Updated Iron Fist? Yes, I'm working on that. I wanted to upload it already today, but it was too hot. I wasn't able to finish. I'm doing it, will be probably relatively shorter video than other, but I'm trying to showcase updated Iron Fist and as well the Pain Train update. So how Iron Fist will evolve into, based on your suggestions, I will be calling it that, into Cargo Train. That's okay. Like, I was thinking about it. I was wanting to call it Iron Train, but every train is made out of iron, so that doesn't make sense. Therefore, I stick with Cargo Train. I was just thinking about it. If Cargo Train will hit a super mutant, that would do a lot of damage. That's not only about carry weight. So yes, Cargo Train is a very good name, I figured out after a while. I was hesitant at first, but I will take your suggestions about Cargo Train. So it will be Iron Fist. I think that's what I put on the thumbnail. It will be Iron Fist today, Cargo Train tomorrow. That's the natural evolution of Iron Fist build. Today we are punching, but from next patch we'll be just sprinting into enemies, doing even more damage. Oh, Spiteful Angel! Thank you a lot for 10 bucks, appreciate that. There is thank you, Foxy. Thank you a lot, Spiteful Angel, appreciate that. I hope you are having a good time in Hawaii. I need Hawaii here, like I already have a weather like there probably. Today the temperature we're hitting 32 Celsius. So for UK, that's very abnormal temperatures. If this heat wave extends itself, or if we'll get one more heat wave here, that's gonna be the hottest summer since I moved to UK. If there will be one more heat wave, that's gonna be the hottest summer. So yeah, Cargo Train is coming for the builds. If you don't want to use any weapon, you will not need to from next patch. You will sprint into enemies and they're gonna die. Even boosted super mutants, as next patch is bringing stronger enemies, especially visible when you are fighting Scourge Beasts. Super mutants are stronger, a lot of enemies is stronger. Oh, so I'm hotter than Texas right now, wow. That's hot, and that's gonna stay like that over the weekend. And my room is even hotter than outside when I'm trying to use my PC. It's just too small and heats up. That's the downside of PC. They do generate a lot of heat. Angry Scotsman with a member message saying, going back to understanding as Scots, it's okay for me, lol. I can't understand myself half of the time. Good one, Angry Scotsman. Can't understand myself. I bet I would be able to understand you now. I have some practice. Go swimming. Yeah, I need to go to some water. 29 Celsius in Texas. Yeah, so you are free under United Kingdom right now. And there was no rain for a while here too, what is unusual as well. Even the grass is suffering now and getting yellow. And I was thinking what to do to deal with this heat, but in the same time, not gonna plan to invest a lot in heat dissipation. That's UK. This heat gonna disappear soon, I bet. It's not gonna stay like that. That's unusual already. That's way above average temperatures here. Oh, Chess is for you with special message saying, why else would I buy membership gifts if not so you read the names? Oh, okay. So that's why you're buying those gifts. So I need to struggle with the names. Gotcha, Chess is for you. Yeah, I'm not good with names. That's to be confirmed. I mean, that's known. And yeah, I think that's everything for this Turtlecast. I know there was not too much, only a little bit of information. Maybe more stuff will be coming next week. We'll see. And I will be heading to a member hangout to do our dailies. And yes, member hangout is only for members. That's my way to say thank you to members. Everyone who's not a member, don't worry about it. We are not sharing like secrets about next patches there. You are not missing important information. We are just having friendly chat with members. The Turtle Army, the secret meetings that absolutely do not have any secrets and you don't need to know anything. There is nothing there. And that being said, let's head in there for the member hangout. Everyone else, see you soon after the heatwave. Not tomorrow. After the heatwave, see you there. Bye. Take care, everyone.